Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Maverick here with another episode of Munou na Nana. So, last episode, our victim count has increased by 2 in Yuka and Shinji, right? Although Shinji, I guess, technically was already dead before Nana got to him. Even though it is 2 more in the bag, for those of you who are a bit uncomfortable, well, with Nana going around and killing all these students, at least in this case, Yuka seemingly deserved to die, right? She was the cause of death of Shinji, and perhaps, through collateral damage, hurt others as well, maybe even killed others as well, right? So, I'm sure that, if anybody's, more conscious is being triggered or anything, you can accept this situation a little bit more. However, to me, even more importantly though, because what really matters in terms of the story is that 2 more students have gone missing, right? So the pressure is going to pile up even higher on Nana. She has Kirya right on her tails and whatnot, and she's gonna have to find a way to get through it, right? Because, once again, this is 2 people who had a close relationship with Nana right before they disappeared, right? So I do think that she still has a few excuses to go through, but of course I would like it if she kind of settled down for now. With the way that the series is going though, I think we're probably just going to get into this episode and see who the next victim is. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. It's probably magic that. Ooh, is there going to be like a bunch of bodies just popping up out of nowhere? If that were the case though, that would actually be good news for Nana, right? In this situation, suddenly tons of dead bodies appearing as well. You can really get into the, oh, there's something evil lurking around. People can buy that excuse a lot more. I think that will turn out good for her if there are actually other bodies that are discovered. Broken sky. Tomita Miyu, the singer of this opening, seems to be making a surge in this season. Oh, yep, there are a lot of bodies here. Oh, she's a smart girl, right? So of course she would start to suspect things. Right. Yep. Good. Oh. It's the Garu. You have to eat live reptiles? Boinkings? Oh, wait, already? But and still dead, right? Yep. Huh. For a girl who actually... For a girl that can actually use... Oh, did she get the other girl as well? All calculated risks. Hmm. Yeah. Is this going to work? Well, Kyoya is probably the one who... Why would you... Why would you have to ask him? That's kind of suspicious. Hmm. Does Nana... Ooh, that is cold. But Shinji. Hmm. Hmm. Kyoya, this is not the time to do this. It's only going to backfire on you. Oh. Nana's like, uh-huh. Now she has an alibi. I'm not sure if this works out to Kyoya's advantage here though. By being so openly hostile right now. So, oh damn, she already thought that Kyoya would do something like that. Look at that. Nanabi. Yeah, like I said, does this really work out to Kyoya's? Hmm? Of course, that's just for the show. Oh. Because she knew about the window? Really? Just because of that? Seriously, just... I mean, there's... The window was also closest to him. It doesn't matter which way... The window... That's literally... I don't buy that, honestly. Like, do you guys get what I mean? The scene where they were, where Kyoya was writhing in pain and whatnot. He was most closest to the window on the right side and not the left side. And Kyoya's gonna be like, oh, Nana was putting... Hmm? Hmm. Over. But that's just a theory. Sure, it's plausible. Still? Mm-hmm. Right, but look, this is all nice and well. Let's get to the proof. No, what are... Why are you getting so upset, Nana? Yeah, this literally doesn't matter. Oh. Yeah, it's right there in her pocket. Yeah, you normally don't do that. And there it is. What? If the phone really is still there, then that has to be like a big mistake from her. Anyways, we'll talk more about this at the end. See you guys after this. Well, is our Nana actually cornered here? To be honest, I'm really surprised that Kyoya pushed his accusation so early on. It wouldn't really be the sort of thing you'd expect in episode 8, right? Joking around and keeping on saying, having a suspicion of her and whatnot, that's something I can get, but actually coming right out and in front of everybody, right? In front of everybody, publicly declaring Nana to be the killer and really accusing her and investigating her, that's definitely something that I wasn't expecting. So, but with that being said, though, I think this is going to turn into a turning point for Nana instead. So once she gets through this, then for like a long period of time, she's going to get off scot-free, right? Because she's going to be cleared, she was just accused, so, they might make up or something, and then Nana would probably kind of settle down and stop with the killings for the time being in order to, well, actually, no. If she stopped just right after gaining the trust of others, that would also be suspicious as well. Basically, what I'm saying is this is more of a sort of a meta perspective on things, right? Because there's so many mysteries here. If this was seriously only an anime of 12 episodes, then you're sure maybe I can see. I mean, the anime is only 12 or 13 episodes, but it's certainly not the entire story yet, right? So I could totally see an accusation coming out from here, but this early on, I'm thinking it's probably just it's probably just instead a turn of fortune for Nana, and then she's going to really be able to have freedom to do whatever she wants once she gets past this hurdle. Now, with that being said, that would probably mean that the phone is not actually on her, right? I think they were very deliberate in showing Kyoya sticking his hands in, but not actually revealing that the phone was there, right? And we'll get that, So let's talk a little bit through this entire episode again, because honestly, I'm not entirely convinced by some of the stuff that Kyoya says. Certainly, I get it, right? He was really smart in order to deduce everything that happened, and even substituting some of the stuff for his own belief of what Nana's abilities are, right? It's still based on the fact that Nana has mind-reading abilities, right? However, honestly, if you really take that into account, lots of other stuff don't really make sense, but let's put that aside for now, right? Because if Nana truly was able to read minds, and she wanted to do these kinds of things and kill people off, there would be she would have much easier ways of doing these kinds of things, right? So anyways, let's put that aside for now. One of the big problems I have with this episode is, number one, well, I wouldn't really say problems. It's just more of a, why is this such a big deal, right? Particularly the window scene, right? The fact that it's only being able to open from one way, it's stuck from the other way, and somehow that turns into more suspicion piled onto Nana, right? From Kyoya, and also Nana herself getting kind of getting kind of uneasy through her slip-up, if you can call it that. I really don't think that's a slip-up, right? Because, again, from that scene itself, I think that would make perfect sense. I would have probably done the same exact thing if I were in that situation and opened a window from that side, because that's the side where Kyoya is, right? You want to let air through to him and whatnot. Why would you open the window from the other side that's further away from him, right? That doesn't really make much sense at all. However, I think it is realistic in a sort of way. You know, you guys, when you can get that feeling when you're doing something bad or you're purposely lying, and then, even though you're trying to act natural, the fact that you do know that this is something that has to do with you is, you're constantly thinking to yourself, oh my god, have I slipped up? Is this acting unnaturally? Etc., 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 right? All of these things are amplified, right? Even though, if you were completely innocent, you wouldn't even be thinking of all that. So I guess in that sort of respect, Nana's little mini freak out there was kind of realistic. But for Kyoya to actually pick up on that and then try to utilize that in his own theories and whatnot, that's a little bit of a stretch for me. And what else? So the entire, it's all good and all, his various theories and whatnot. Even though, could she be the only one? Yeah, I guess Nana is the only one without an alibi, right? Because she was gone the entire day and so on and so forth. The rest is not really all that relevant, to be honest. Basically, Kyoya is saying there's all these possibilities, right? There's infinite possibilities where Nana could have done something to kill the girls. What's most important, however, is still the fact that she doesn't have an alibi, right? Basically, what the episode boils down to is this: she doesn't have an alibi, and now, playing a critical part in all this is the fact that Kyoya believes Nana has the gal's phone, right? So, is that true? Of course it's true. However, even with that being said, I'm just thinking how complicated they're going to try and make things, right? Because there are other ways in order for you to send a message at a specific time without you physically touching the phone and whatnot. There are ways through software, there are ways through mechanical means and whatnot. It all really depends on if Nana was actually smart enough or having enough foresight to do something like that, right? In fact, I would even venture a guess and say that the phone that Kyoya is going to pick out from Nana's pocket next episode is probably going to be Nana's own phone, right? And then there's not going to be anything unusual about it or anything. And yeah, I do believe that is a critical turning point in Kyoya's fury that he is not going to be able to prove, right? Because if the phone does turn out to be on Nana, I don't think there's any kind of excuse that can get her out of the situation, right? I really can't think of one, at least right up on the spot right now. Maybe giving it a little bit more time, there are some other excuses that she could come up with, but I think if they do find the phone on her, it's game over. So because of that, I don't think that the phone is actually on Nana. She either ditched it someplace away while Kyoya was not looking, or it was never on her in the first place, and she managed to activate it through some other kind of method, which, again, you could rig up various doodads in order to achieve that. So then again, we don't really see any hint or clue of Nana doing something like that, right? Which is something I do kind of feel that I hope the anime would be better at doing, or the work in whole in general, and that is to give us some prior hints as to what exactly this is going to be, right? Well, I say that, but I do think that they did give us a lot of different kinds of hints in previous episodes as well, even though a lot of them I don't really think they are all that noticeable, I guess you could say. But they were there nonetheless, so it'll be interesting to see how exactly she gets out of this situation. I did count a few scenes, a few frames where Nana could have ditched the phone or whatnot, and once again, just because anything is actually possible, I think it is entirely plausible that that she activated the phone even without it being on her. But still, there are various different theories that we can go from there. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I don't really think the sort of oh, he's on to me kind of panic mode really made much sense in the context of this particular episode. I guess it's more a case of just Nana herself being being wary of the entire situation, right? I think she's frightening herself more than anything, if that kind of makes sense, right? She's basically panicking all by herself without any real slip up, right? All the slip ups that she did, well, unfortunately, you can't even call them slip ups, all right? It's just an unfortunate case where you haven't planned everything completely out, and yet you decide to go forward with the killing, right? And now you need to bear that responsibility. I've been saying that since like episode 2 or something. But in any case, and speaking of which, though, right? Like once again, how far or how exact do you know of the other people's abilities? Like for example, the gal at the beginning, right? The one who was able to make poison within her body. Honestly, I was surprised that poison worked on her, right? You would think that it would be really it would be a really plausible guess to say that perhaps she is immune to poison instead, right? And then yet Nana is actually using poison directly on someone who is an expert on poisons and toxins and whatnot. Like, what if she actually did have this other kind of evolved ability where she is completely immune to poisons? Wouldn't that completely backfire on Nana right then and there? So again, I'm not really sure if she should be taking such drastic actions. I get it, she needs an alibi, right? But I just don't think that acting so rashly really makes a lot of sense, considering again, she's basically winging it through a lot of these situations, which, I keep on giving her props that she is absolutely doing a fantastic job of doing it. It's not really the type of situation where you can emerge 100% unscathed, right? Yeah. But anyways, I'm still not convinced that the phone is actually on her. We'll see in the next one. Alright, see you guys next week, and bye-bye.